Alright, so apparently we're going to be playing this right now. This was actually given to me by Aspire Media. They sent out keys to a couple of different people. I know that a lot of the people who are Humble partners were getting them. It's been a game that's kind of been circulating around for a little while, but I hadn't really heard all too much about it. I'd seen one individual that I follow talking about it. Generally haven't seen anything exactly favorable or negative, but I guess it's just flying under the radar. It seems to be that it is more or less just a standard sort of early access affair where there's only X amount of content, everything feels kind of placeholder, everything feels like it can be leveled up. I've played just a little bit of it. Under an hour of this game so far. Nothing really fantastic. But it does seem to have the basic kind of building blocks of a straightforward dungeon crawling roguelike game. So if that's kind of the thing that you're into, then it would probably be fine. But generally speaking, it does still leave a little bit to be desired. As you can see, you do have a good selection of characters. You can kind of see what they look like, even without actually being able to see them fully. So you get a bit of a general idea of what they are anyway, and then as you can see there's expert characters that are locked, so I'm guessing that they're going to be rolling out more characters as they go. Apparently different characters can have skins. So yeah, that's interesting that that one isn't unlocked actually. That seems like one of the ones that you would hide behind sort of a upper play limit where you're like trying to get people to play more to get that one, but I guess the alternate evil skin is probably... Oh, yeah, see, there we go. So it's locked for her, but it's not for him for some reason. They're actually all probably going to have dark variants, aren't they? Yeah, so those are actually just going to be objectively the best variants, because why wouldn't they be? So there's that. But for the most part, this kind of plays like... almost like it's designed to run as an app game, is something that I've noticed. Like, it seems to feel like it's something designed more for mobile phones than it does for PCs, for consoles, even. It doesn't seem to have that sort of finesse to it, where you're used to that with a mouse, or the design to, like, slow walk with your characters like you would expect for, like, for a console game. It doesn't seem to have any of that. It actually just seems to just kind of be whatever the heck it is. Realistically, you can get through the game, at least, well, not this, I mean, but, like, get through the game as in, like, a level. Pretty simply, you just kind of have to kill everything on the floor. That opens up, then you just go through as is. I wonder, does this mean that there's people in there? Oh, it's the echoes. It's the amount of echoes that are in there. Okay. Yeah, so I should actually probably explain. Echoes are, like, the remnants of individuals who have played the game and died. So that's how you can judge on that one. So we're actually just going to go into here and we're going to see what's going on. There is a bit of an overall story, but it seems to be entirely secondary almost to the game mechanics. The story is more or less just a standard affair of heroes need to defeat thing, insert gameplay mechanic, and that gameplay mechanic is that the heroes sing, and through this strange orchestral sort of idea, or not even orchestral, that's the wrong word, this strange, like, sort of choir effect, they're able to summon these otherworldly tiny chibi monsters, and in doing so fight otherworldly tiny chibi monsters in some sort of attempt at, like, heroism / world saving. It to be honest is not something that I completely understood. I didn't really get the grasp of it fully, but it is an okay kind of point and click game. You really don't get a whole lot going with it. This is actually more or less what there is. Everybody is unique hero character. Everybody has unique generic ability. A couple of people have guns. A couple of people have swords, knives, etc. Everybody has their special attack. Morta here has a mortar, as you can probably assume. That would make a lot of sense. There's a little bit of a quick dodge ability. It's come in handy, but ultimately you can really get through a lot of it without having to worry about that. You don't seem to regenerate HP from floor to floor every time. And you don't seem to find HP. What it seems to be is that you can get HP from various different conditions, but one of the weird ones that I've noticed is that you can get HP through having Twitch people. Which just strikes me as just a touch odd. Not because, like, it shouldn't be a thing. Like, it's fine to want to incorporate streaming and etc. Ooh, there was some weird spit sounds. It's fine to want to incorporate streaming and other such things. But ultimately, it just feels like that's kind of a weird mechanic to have. And the only reason I can think of is to get streamers to play it and drum up sales. Speaking of which, I haven't seen a whole lot of gameplay of this, as I was saying. I really knew almost nothing about it. So I'm guessing that drumming up sales is kind of the prerogative right now, which is why this is getting sent out to a lot of streamers, namely yours truly here, the man with the nobody. Ultimately, though, this is actually more or less the entire mechanic. What you're watching right now is more or less the entire game. It is a typical kind of grind it out. Oh my god, I cannot believe that I am missing all of these shots. It's absolutely terrible. There are some other things you can do. You can focus your character like this. A little bit of a better slow walk. So like I was saying, it's kind of got like features for everything in it, but it's not really catering towards one specific style of play. I can't exactly determine what would be better or not. It does have mini bosses, as I was going to say. It does have sort of the generic idea of like what you need for these sorts of games. But ultimately, it is an early access game. It does feel I am getting fucking L-bodied. Holy shit. So yeah, you're probably going to actually see me die a lot sooner than I thought. But, Jesus. The fact that there's not any spirits on this is actually the problem. Generally speaking, what would happen is you would get echoes. Echoes are spirits of people who have died. You can summon those. Those will then aid you in combat. You can also exchange them. So that way you can get like a bit of a additional character who has more of a power boost and special effects, etc. Oh god, I almost got goddamn L-bodied there. Okay, so the exit's open. So as you can see, you can open the exit and leave it basically any time. As long as you get to a certain amount of kills off of it. Oh my god, I'm gonna not have fun with this boy. This is... okay. We're just gonna have to continuously bombard it. But yeah, there's a lot of different characters that you can pick from. There's not really any big penalty to dying. You die, you get reset to it. You gotta go back in, do it again. If you do that, it's not a big deal. You just basically accrue things and try to unlock things. I guess what I would equate it to is almost like if you could think of an isometric versus... like, I mean, I guess you could even argue that the Binding of Isaac is isometric. But it's not isometric in the way this is. If it's an isometric Binding of Isaac meets like Rogue Legacy type of situation, I'm sure there's 1,000 other games that have been designed that are like this one, but I definitely don't know them. This generally isn't the type of game that I'd like to play. I haven't really even been that big into the roguelike scene since the Binding of Isaac and, you know, Rogue Legacy, and that's been years now. So I'm really kind of showing my age on that sort of topic. I feel like overall the age of the, you know, rogue-like game has kind of come and passed. The closest that we've come to it in the last little while was that game where you were like the ghost man with the hook in space. I really wish I could remember it, but I don't know the name of it, to be honest. And the other one, which was Enter the Gungeon, which I guess you could equate this more to than Isaac, but Enter the Gungeon is just... like, it's a game in and of itself. It's its own league, almost. And so it just feels unfair to compare this one to that. Isaac gets the brunt of being compared to a lot of the time, so I feel a little bit kinder by comparing it to the Binding of Isaac. But yeah, as you can see, generally speaking, what it's going to be is more or less just kind of the exact same thing that you're seeing here. You're going to just be kind of smacking yourself against whatever enemies happen to be in that area. You're going to just be trying to progress through the floors and attempting not to die. If you do attempt to, you know, get through an entire thing on your own, you're probably gonna bugger yourself up pretty... Ooh, I haven't actually seen that attack before. Hello there, hired help. How's it going?
Ah!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hired help. Kicking in with the freaking sub there. Knocking me out of my goddamn flow. I was going in on it. Thank you very much, sir. Anyway, as I was saying, more or less, like, what you're going to just be doing is grinding out each of the levels. If you die, you just kind of throw yourself back into it. Sometimes you can pick another character. But overall, the game is co-op, so it does at least have that going for it, but I'm not going to be able to show off any co-op gameplay right now. Yeah, resub for 1 month is a weird way to describe subbing for the first time. But we're not going to question it. We're just going to float with that because, you know, what's 1 month of resubbing if not just subscribing? And you're the only guy left, so we're just going to totally toast you. Yeah, let's go. I mean, there's potential for let's going tonight anyway. I'm probably going to be changing over games at some point. So yeah, I'm probably going to die relatively shortly into the next floor. It's not really going to have much of a consequence. I assume it will probably have a consequence more later on. But as this is an early access game, I think that they want to just keep everybody flowing. There's a bit of difficulty in terms of scaling. You can set it to easy, you can do easy stuff. They're still kind of challenging at times, but the higher difficulties actually get pretty much absurd. And they're definitely not meant to be defeated the first time through. There's 100% like a bit of a skill ceiling that I just definitely don't have. But there's also totally just, you know, stuff that you need to unlock. Because I know that you can level up your characters. I haven't actually leveled up anything. So I'm probably intentionally nerfing myself at this point. Oh, that was way more effective than I thought it would be. You would think that you would pick up heals or something by doing anything, but no, you just kind of have to accept death. These yellow things that we're picking up there, that's the... Childish Rambino is up next. Can we talk about that? Who is this? Who is Childish Rambino? Oh wait, is Childish Rambino gonna be like some dude that takes over when I die and like gets priority to play this area next? Because I think that was one thing that I read. Wait, they actually joined the queue. Oh my god, never mind. We have co-op gameplay. We have co-op gameplay. Unexpected Dark Souls Invasion level co-op gameplay. What? Like, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know it was that anybody could just drop in. This is fantastic, actually. This allows for... Oh. This allows for just a little bit of longevity, assuming I don't die immediately. Hey, how about you guys, like, die? Oh. I can't afford to take any stupid damage. If I do, I'm just gonna be toasted. This person feels like they're running a stronger character than I am. But that might also just be biased in that they're better than me. Yeah, you know what? How about this? I gotta remember that my character has other abilities. I have to not freeze up while I'm talking. So what is this Nuclear Throne? I also forgot entirely about Nuclear Throne because I feel like this is, comparing this to Nuclear Throne is a bit of a disservice to it. Nuclear Throne would be an apt comparison as well. I said that it was like Binding of Isaac meets Rogue Legacy. Generally, it's just gonna be dungeon crawling, die, you have money, congratulations, upgrade your character. The upgrades seem to be prevalent in that they just go... Oh, God, I'm gonna get myself toasted by just walking back. Discount NL. Discount NL. Oh, God, that would be a good emote if I ever... Fuck. That's... Oh, God. Can I get a drawing of a Noid and a bald cap now? Not me, either. Just, like, actual Noid. The weird mascot character. That'd be great. But no, yeah, this is literally just a roguelike game that has come a few years too late, I think. And as a result is banking off of streamers, and I shouldn't be cruel about it. I shouldn't be cruel because they did give me the key for this. But I gotta be honest about it, and it feels like it's a game that's banking on, you know, streamers being the ones to make the buck on it. It has stream effects. I'll do it, but it'll be gross. I mean, I like gross, but I also don't want it to be gross. But no, like, I think that this is a game that's just kind of banking on streamers to kind of pick up the slack. There's different abilities that come with, like, being a streamer if you are playing this game. Like, you get priority. Like, you actually get to show stuff off more effectively. And you get to play more effectively than other people. The buck stops here. Yeah. I have no response to this. No, it's setting itself apart from what I'm seeing. Yeah, no, like, this game feels fine. Mechanically, it is fine, but as I was saying, it kind of feels like it's a mobile game that's been spec'd for a PC. And that's what's weird to me, is the fact that I don't understand that. Oh, hey, here we go. This is what I was talking about before, where you get these little echoes of the past. The souls of people who have died on previous things. So it's kind of like reverse Dark Souls, where instead of seeing somebody else's bloodstain, you see, like, their ghost, and you can actually resurrect them and get an AI partner from it. Which is very helpful, but just such a strange mechanic. I actually kind of... That's the thing I kind of am really digging about it, though, is the fact that you can summon the dead. It also kind of reminds me of Nier. In Nier, where you could, not summon... Well, yeah, you could actually summon the dead. Never mind. Fuck me, it is just Nier. In Nier, there was the ability to resurrect dead androids to gain a temporary companion. And I guess this is actually just Nier. It's not even something original, but it is a good idea. It is something that I will say is a good decision to steal. I liked Darkest Dungeon, but I never got into it. The idea behind Darkest Dungeon was super good. I just never ended up playing a lot of it. I kind of regret that, because it seemed like it would be super fun, but I don't know. I feel like there was too much management involved. Not even, like, as a criticism of the game, just of, like, my reasons for not playing it. You know, I gotta give it to this person, though. Freaking... I almost walked right into those. That would have been incredibly bad damage. I gotta give it to freaking Childish Rambino here. They freaking saved my life a couple of times. I did see Dead in Vinland. There's a couple of games that are doing similar styles to that now, and I'm pretty pleased about that. I just never know if I'm going to actually get into the game or not, and that's the thing. I feel like what I need a game like Isaac and Nuclear Throne that I can actually, like, throw myself back into. How do I heal you? I have no idea, dude. It says that Twitch stuff should be enabled, but I have no fucking clue how it works. It would probably be beneficial to get healed, but, you know, it's whatever. I actually have zero idea how the mechanic works. Bad streamer. Streamer is 0 out of 10 streamer. Gotta get in on that Spelunky 2 life. Yeah, see, I like Spelunky a lot, but I feel like if I play Spelunky 2, I'm just gonna be bad. And, like, I get that that can be fun, but it can also just be really annoying. Heal! I need healing. I need healing. I don't know why I did it with my hand in front of my face. Oh, that's an evil us. That is... You know what? That's probably how we unlock this character's skin. Because I was talking about earlier how there's evil skins of all the characters. Killing this one's probably how we get it. That feels like a hard unlock. Not like a hard unlock like difficulty, but like reasoning here. Okay, so we did kill them. Did that give me... Yes, it did. Oh, that's got to be an unlock. Come on. Cloth undergarments, common defense, blah, blah, blah. That's got to be an unlock. You got to give me that, dude. I'm nothing without Spelunky. I owe my time to it. You know, you're not wrong. You are hired help. If anything, hired help should be good at Spelunky. I guess I'm also nothing without Spelunky too, though. I mean, let's not talk about that. You're not actually terrible, though. I would argue that you're probably a better streamer than I am. On the merit that... Oh, fuck this boss, by the way. Actually, like, get fucked me, though. Oh my god, I hate everything all about you. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. I didn't die, and we did it. That is absurdist. Yeah, see, I've never beaten hell. I've never beaten hell. I did like a run to hell thing, and I never got there. I just gave up, because I never really found it that fun. This Steam thread? I'm a Logan Paul streamer? That's fair. As you can see, we're progressing through the... Oh no, I died! I don't know how I died, though. What killed me? It says you can be healed by spectators. They aren't mentioning Twitch viewers. The fact that I've died... Hey, that's really good. Hey, you're pretty good. Hold on. Let me actually pull up the email here. Because I did get an email about this. Wah. Okay. Okay. It says streamer mode is activated. But it doesn't tell me how to get you guys to do anything. It actually doesn't. It only says how for Mixer. It doesn't for Twitch. But it has Twitch section that says Twitch peeps. What do, guys? Okay, hold on here. We're gonna pull this up. I'm gonna... Okay, never mind. Hold on here. Our balls are exposed on stream right now. Everything is not good. Okay, hold on. We're coming back. Everything just kind of crashed on me here. So I couldn't see anything you guys were saying. So I might have missed a couple of posts. No, I don't want to join the newsletter. I apologize. Okay. So, apparently, all you need to do is exclamation point heal, exclamation point stun, exclamation point slow, exclamation point freeze, exclamation point ancient, exclamation point explanation point. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Special refill, darkness, next level will be darkness. Nobody use that spell. This is a bad option. Nobody do that to me. Okay, you know what? Healing me when I'm dead is probably not going to be doing much for me. I'm just saying. It's probably not going to be too helpful. Considering I'm already very dead. That said, I'm actually going to put it here. And now in 30 seconds, you'll get that and you'll go, oh, that's what he was talking about. That makes complete sense now. So apparently that's what we're supposed to be using. So yeah, I cannot confirm or deny that those will work, but I guess we're going to be testing this as we go. In the interim, we're just going to continue with the easy ones. Like, I feel like at this point, like, we might as well, you know? Apparently I had gotten to level 6. There's an option for co-op. Expires in... Oh. Can I not, like, back out? There we go. I can back out. Okay. You know what? We are actually going to go to one of the different tile sets. We are going to go to the forest one, because why not? Let's just go. We're going to go in on it. So, as far as I know, there's, like, 3 tile sets, but there's probably going to be more. There probably is more, and I just don't know. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about here. Is there a reason I can't walk? There we go. Thank you. You can summon the dead, and in doing so, you just gain basically just a ton of people. That person was 360 Joe Scope, and that's a really good name. So, insofar, I think that this is also, like, the only character I really like. They seem to be pretty popular. Ooh. Poison damage. That's good. Oh, but we can summon a lot of boys. Oh, well, apparently our boys are also just going to kill a lot of boys. Are 2 of those the same people? Hey, one's Childish Rambino. Nice. And yeah, 2 of them are the same dude, so he's died here a few times. I've actually kind of started to wonder if people die intentionally, just so that way they can populate places with their corpses for other people. That might be a conspiracy theory, though. I cannot confirm or deny. If so, I feel like that would be a broken mechanic, but they could also probably just counteract that pretty quickly by saying, like, how many corpses are and are not allowed to be in an area. That said, there currently does not seem to be anything about that, but again, I'm assuming that it's because they're just trying to drum up actual gameplay. I know that right now, despite this game having, like, a special weekend right now, like, I think they literally had an event today. There's only, like, 100 and some odd people watching this on Twitch. Oh. 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 A rare enemy has appeared. I mean, I'll take it. Another Childish Rambino. Wait, who's this gonna be? Childish Rambino, what are you doing? My dude, why are you dying so often? Look at my army of missile ladies. Look at the actual army. What the fuck is that? Okay, so that's just actually a boss. Oh my god, they're all firing at him at once. This is fantastic. We have a firing squad. An actual firing squad. We got 2 punch boys and an actual firing squad. I mean, I guess that's good. It might be bad in that we don't exactly have a whole lot of close range going on, but it's at least something. Don't think there's going to be any. There's another one. Oh, fuck, I can't summon it, though. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, we're gonna see how far we can go. I don't know how much I'm gonna play of this. I did say that we are not going to stop halfway into half an hour, and so far we've hit 33 minutes, but at least 2 of those minutes we're listening to, what do you call it? Kojima game. Space Boys. I don't know why I'm actually blanking on it so hard. Police Knots, that's it. Police Knots. It's Police Knots, everybody. I was listening to the Police Knots theme. I was listening to the Police Knots theme for the first 2 minutes of the stream. So that's where 2 minutes have gone. So we've just barely qualified past our normal point. We can at least say we've tested the game on stream. I don't have to feel like I'm not keeping my obligation by getting a key. That said, I can see myself playing this game. I don't want to make it sound like I'm totally shitting on it, I can see myself playing this game, and with more content, maybe I could even see it being more fun, especially because of the fact that it is co-op. Co-op makes games immensely more interesting and immensely more fun about 48% of the time. And so I can see myself trying to rope some people in on this, but that's it. I don't know what it's worth right now. Give me one sec. I'm actually going to go check that. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a gaze. Let's see what games are going for these days. Yeah, this game is running $21.99 Canadian. So you know what? My advice is going to be, if you see it on a Steam sale, pick it up for like $10 at most. So there we go. We do definitely have Twitch buffs. Apparently a song was sung to give me a shield, which seems really not helpful considering the current set of enemies that we're fighting. I would love if these guys could die. Like, it would be fantastic. It's like, yeah, it's cool that there's Twitch, integration. But it's also, like, kind of strange to me. Because, again, it feels like it's there as a way to kind of drum up people streaming this game more. And maybe after a couple of content patches, maybe after it comes out of alpha, it might be something that I could consider worth that sort of integration. But as it stands, this really doesn't feel like something that needs that. And that's not a negative. Games just don't always need Twitch integration. Like, it would be weird if you could get souls in Dark Souls by, like, chat doing shit. Like, if somebody was like, hey, listen, you're gonna get the soul of a Kappa, I'd just be like, excuse me? I thought it would summon an ancient god to fight. That's, yeah, sure. Can I just ask why you wanted to summon an ancient god for me to fight, or were you hoping for an ancient god that would fight for me? Because these are very different concepts, and one of them makes me feel like you were trying to kill me. Which, to be honest, I would not blame you for. Wow, that thing hit hard. I'm actually a little bit surprised by the amount of damage that thing did. I have no idea what these enemies are yet either, by the way. So ultimately, none of these names that are like, a rare whatever has appeared means nothing to me. Oh no, Snaps! Snaps, why would you do this to me? My son! That actually... Okay, here's what I'm gonna point out about me being aggro over right now. You froze me, and it did nothing. I got stuck on geography and bodied myself to hell. Like, that's wild. Also, thank you, Pasta. I appreciate the heal. That's it. If you guys can just spam that stuff, that seems kind of busted. Like, can you imagine somebody with, like, freaking Forsons? Oh, you can't? You can't spam it. It's situational. I was gonna say, can you imagine something like what would happen if Forsen was streaming? Are you gonna, like, be testing it for timeout right now? Like, how long it is until? Because that's actually probably a pretty interesting idea. We could probably determine approximate time. It probably is a global cooldown. It might be that it's for specific effects too, though. I'd appreciate not dying right now. It wouldn't even be that any large streamer would be too powerful. It's that any large streamer would never move their character again. Everyone would just spam freeze, and you know it. You guys are trying for it, and I appreciate it, but it seems like it is not coming. Oh, oh. What I found in a pond. Interesting. Last time I checked, though, oh, hey. Look at that. There's different effects to the different, ancients. Is that iDubbbz? Guys, that one up at the top there is like a weird tingle monster. I found these in a pond. Yeah, I also found some weird fish in a pond. Like, this game is... Who is iDubbbz? I actually am thankful for the fact that you don't know who iDubbbz is. That said, ignoring iDubbbz for a minute, I actually think that as a Twitch streamer, no matter how small I might be, the idea of having a game where chat can interact with it and be both malicious and helpful, and the game isn't too extraneously hard, is actually a really big draw for me. I missed some money there, but that's fine. But it's like, I don't know if it's still enough. You know? Like, I can still say that if you like casual games and you like roguelikes... Oh, no, 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 there it was! That was Mayhem! Oh, well, there's your Mayhem. Oh, no. Enemies and hero only have 1 HP, so we're all in this together. Good thing I picked a character that can attack literally from the furthest distance. He only lost 7 health. That is actually an incredibly good point. I was helping. Theoretically speaking, this might actually count as a help. Dependent on the situation, this might actually be an assistance. Which is the dumbest part. Oh! Oh! Oh, boy. Get in the bag, the TheNoidBag. Oh, God. Do I sound like Mickey Mouse when I attack? Like in real life or in the video game? Okay. You know what? I was ragging on you, but I think this might actually just be a secret blessing forever. Because if I can attack from outside of aggro range, then it's fine. Also, the character... the character probably sounds like Mickey Mouse because they had a budget. Wow, this is... Oh. This is interesting. This has changed the dynamic entirely. But it also... Oh, Jesus Christ. Red has resubbed for 3 months and scared the shit out of me with Nick's weird scream. Also, hey there, Red. Every time it's Nick's scream, to the point where we never hear mine anymore. And I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Love that scream. I thought Nick joined the voice call. Love screaming. Yeah, I love screaming. I love when I can hear the screams of my enemies at 1 HP, boss! Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's hilarious. There was a goddamn 1 HP mini-boss. That's so good. We're also going to just summon you. So this is just like free money, then. It's actually just like free money. Twitch made a change, I guess. What is Twitch's change that they made? I can't leave yet, though. There's too many enemies left. My name isn't Japanese anymore. I thought you had just changed it. You don't heal when you go to the next level. To be honest, this game is stingy about health. It doesn't heal you, like, at all. In order to get heals, you basically have to rely on beating the level entirely or summoning a temporary heal enemy. Oh my god. The fear. One fear. One fear. And it was stepping on that spike. Couldn't change it before when it was Japanese, but Twitch finally let me do it. Should have been 10 less enemies. Yeah. I don't think heal is gonna work. I think the heal is on a cooldown. Also, this guy who's in here is, like, probably shitting themselves. They're probably like, why did I come into this world with 1 HP? Why am I damned to this hell? The real question is where the rest of these enemies are at, dude. Like, dude. Where are the rest of these enemies at, dude? Oh, they're right here! Oh, this is fine. So now we just gotta be careful and never die. Why did my screen go green for a second there? It acted like I had HP, but in reality... Wait, they have HP. Did the heal help them? They're dead! What a nerd! They are gone. Amazing. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know how they died either, but we're not going to question it. Why did I come into this world as a reject? Why did I come to this place? Hey, that gave me an achievement. That's what we're going to do, is that we're actually just going to get 100% in this game. Okay. Wow. My ghosts have gotten taken away from me pretty hard here. And I'm still at a pretty low HP. That said, I am at 8. Which is an improvement. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Maybe the commands are... there are enemies who have ranged attacks. You don't have to be touched. They also could have stepped on spikes or something. Maybe there's like a cooldown to the effects that an individual can cause. Or, again, maybe it is just a global cooldown. I really don't know at this point how it works. Like, I only have you guys here, so we're testing with a very small sample size. It is very likely that each chatter has an individual cooldown. I mean, it makes sense, though, for a heal for, you know, the character to be a pretty good cooldown. Especially because I think it was like 20 or something HP last time. Like, it was a sizable heal. Oh, iframes! Iframes! This is fine. Everything's fine. Somehow we've actually managed to just kind of sink right in. We've actually managed to just kind of get everything going into a steady and even flow. And not die. It's right out of my range. Oh well. I just gotta make sure not to get hit by that, because if I do, I'm poisoned and I'm freaking dead. Which we cannot allow. We cannot allow for poison. Mostly just because we've actually been doing so astonishingly well. But you know what? Doing well might be a reason to die, because then we can cash out. What in the hell is that? Yeah, I'm not exactly fond of this weird diaper monkey. So we're actually just gonna kill the diaper monkey. Did that guy come back as a different class? Oh, wait, no, they're just back. Oh, we're dead! Okay, there we go. That's fine. We probably leveled up for something out of that at the very least. That's a lot of prestige, actually. Yeah, hey, there we go. And we got another, double A rank, which I guess is better than getting a triple S rank in this universe, or something. I don't know, maybe there is an SSS rank. You gotta be the super SS, you know? Okay, so we unlocked expert level characters, we unlocked whatever the fuck widget is, and we unlocked 250 prestige. I also want to point out, if you look at these characters, I'm not gonna say the art style's bad, because it isn't. Her character coloration does not seem to fit this side very well, and his character coloration seems appropriate, but it's like, why is her hair and her body starting to turn blue? Sure, whatever. Ignore the portraits coloring aside. You can see, like, JPEG artifacting on it. Maybe you guys can't, but I can totally see what appears to either be JPEG artifacting or, like, really, really jagged edges to this on certain parts. And I don't hate the art style, but also, like, this is a face that only a meme could love. You can kind of see it, yeah. I'd blow it up bigger, but I don't want to actually distort it. But there's just, like, right in here, you can see, like, jagged edges, like it's pixelated, which is really strange to me. Let's pull up that picture. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yep. That's a face that only a meme could love, for sure. It's so, like, it's just so whatever. And yeah, this is your general story conversation here. You know, it happens. There's story. Apparently, we're 23% through the story progress. I don't know if that's story progress for the base game that we have right now that's unlocked, or if that's for, like, forever. But that seems a little bit ridiculous if it were. Can now have more echo capacity, so more mini guys can follow you around. And we've unlocked the player dungeon maker, so we can now actually make custom dungeons. That's one thing I'm gonna say about this game. There is a lot of focus being put on making it a sort of a community affair. I don't think it's gonna reach the Mario Maker heights that it wants to be. I really don't think that it's gonna be hitting that anytime soon. I gotta give it props for trying. I gotta give it props for wanting. It does genuinely seem like it wants to do stuff. When do we get to see the Noid dungeon? You don't want to see the Noid dungeon? Just don't worry about it. Okay. Set challenge near instantly. Near instantly collect. Near instantly defeat. What does this mean? Oh, shit. They're challenges. Prestige. I don't know what these challenges mean. I know nothing about Shenmue, but neat. Yeah, actually, if Shenmue 1 and 2 are coming to PC, I might actually try and play Shenmue. Because those games are terrible, but like in a really good way. Apparently the dungeon. Listen, we don't talk about the Noid dungeon because the Noid dungeon is not for children, shall we say. We just don't worry about that. Alright, so what we're going to do is look at some of these other characters. So here's Boomerang person. That's what the other person was doing before. They transform into a steerable boomerang. So the character is Captain Boomerang, but if they were Japanese. The only child here is Snapper, so it's okay. Fair enough. Let's not talk about Snapper being a child. That's Mixtape. He's a boy with guns. You know, that's actually pretty badass, and I kind of dig it, but it's still really stupid with this, like, Newgrounds era no feet thing going on with him. Double down. Kung Lee. What a name. Oh, you can't view their skins without it. Okay, hold on. So we gotta check. It's still locked. Angry Wolverine with guns. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that that's still locked. I thought we would have unlocked that. But we actually still don't have that unlocked. That said, hold on. Normal animation. You can see her eyelid here jitters back off of her eye. And when you go to the dark mode, you can super clearly see it. Where the eye is like a flat plane here, and this jitters back. And so they clearly have a lighting texture here, which is probably, like, all of this whole character model is probably just a PNG put into, like, a different animation system. And so it's just a transparent background with an animated character going through different frames. And so in this frame, her eye slides back. But as a result, there's no shading texture right here. But there totally is a lighting texture here. And so we see this ominous red glow, which you can actually see where the hard points are for it to stop. But none of it extends up onto the eyelid. So that's really weird looking. I just noticed that. What's this guy's... Oh, God. They also appear to be almost static. They don't really seem to move that much, which is a little bit discomforting. What about you? You know, that one's actually pretty good. It's not too overwhelming. It's, yeah, it's the same thing here. Where the eyelid goes over the glow texture. And you know what? The reason for that is probably just because it's the same glow texture, but slightly rotated. You know what these characters remind me of? Oh god, those things are terrifying. I would put it up on screen, but to be honest, I just don't really feel like opening up a thing to do that, because that would be a pain in the ass. But god, yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so we can edit loadouts. So let's do that. Also, like, we got a ton of money, so let's upgrade this character. Actually, wait, so can we only upgrade them once each? Or is it based on the skin? That's even weirder if that's a skin-based thing. Also, wait, we have his evil skin? Calculating. What the hell? Why do we have his evil skin? Whose do we have that for? That's really strange. Why do we have his? Okay, so we don't have this guy's. What? Why did we just have that one randomly unlocked? Okay, what are you? What? What was that? Alright. Sure, you know what? It's fine. All of this is fine. we're actually gonna go... Oh, that's just like the actual profile. We're gonna go to the loadout. Why is it him? I'm very confused. Okay, so there is a system here that we apparently have not ever checked on. Why is it him? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense then. It's whoever you last picked. Okay, so we're gonna go into the loadout for her. We got her at a prestige level 4 because we play a lot of Call of Duty. We have an equipment slot, so what are we gonna do with that? Inverse damage. Deal 4 to 7% bonus damage, inverse your remaining health. This game has communication issues, both with how Twitch commands work and just everything. You're not... You're not incorrect. Can I not? There we go. Okay. 2% chance to deploy a spike trap. Disploy. Yeah, disploy. That's what I was going for. That seems not good. Stun. Chance to stun target seems like it would actually be genuinely good. Occasionally insta-kill seems like something that I want a little bit more, though. Clone attack. Seriously, like, inverse damage just seems pretty good. Because it's just bonus damage relative to your remaining HP. And so, like, if you have high remaining HP, that's, like, eh. And if you have low remaining HP, like, that's, eh. It all depends on how you work it. But you know what? We'll unlock it. This is, like, the only character that I'm good with, so it's fine. Okay, so it's 1 attack, 1 speed, 1 HP. Sure. There we go. That's a buffed up character right there. That's a nice buff lady that we got. Can also select their ancients. Oh, okay. So there's other... What is that, though? Like, some of these look like... Okay, so that's not actually iDubbbz. It just wants to really be iDubbbz, but it's not iDubbbz. So we got like a Pokemon. And then we got these early indie game characters. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So some of these are at... You know what? That's just a Kirby enemy. Okay, so one of theirs is actually just a fusion dance. And that's fine, but I'm just kind of confused about all these things. I ultimately don't care about any of them because I never use them because I value the ghosts way more. Which might actually be incredibly inefficient, but I value the ghost characters way, way more. Alright, we'll do one more. We'll actually just gonna rock through a normal venture and see how much harder the difficulty is, because the difficulty ramps up for some reason in a way that I don't quite understand. Like, it just shoots right up. So we're just gonna pop in here and see what's going on. Because I remember I went from playing the tutorial to playing on normal, and you always kind of think that normal is what you're gonna want to start on, and it's super duper not in this. You get eliminated super fast. That said, as I've upgraded my character, who knows? Maybe that's not going to be the case as much. It super was, though, last time. Wow, there was actually another ghost underneath that dead man. Oh, well. There we go. Already off to a good start in that we can see that there's just a ton more difficult enemies. Because the bigger enemies is basically how you can analyze, like, their toughness meter. That said, these ones are going down a bit faster, so I guess that those upgrades really were helping. Even if it was just a little bit of upgrades, it was still something. Oh, God! Oh, thank God that only lasts a little while. That would actually... Slow would actually be a terrible ability to have inflicted on you constantly. Oh my God, you're telling me I have these many melee characters and none of them can get through this shield, boy? Okay, and I'm thinking leveling up your stuff is probably best done by playing harder levels. The harder the levels that you play, newer the enemies that you'll fight. If there are different shades, then it means that they're probably tougher because it's a palette swap game. And so they probably drop different materials. Those different materials then can be used to make different, you know, abilities, stuff like that. Okay, so we found that. Is there anything over this way? Or... Oh, Jesus Christ. I totally forgot about you. Hello, very aggro plant. Which is apparently a normal enemy. Excuse me? No. We're not going to be dealing with that. We're not going to deal with a tracking toxic sludge. That's just not within the payroll, you know? Not in the payroll. I'm getting L-bodied. Okay, so apparently the diaper monkeys can totally L-body you. Gotta keep it on memory. And then we're back home. Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna, like I said, try and run through this one. That's it. These levels seem to go on for quite some time, generally speaking. And so we're gonna just see how far we get. We're probably gonna die, to be honest. So I'm just curious how bad this is, since I remember a Steam review hating it. So what is this game? Thanks for cursing me with darkness for the next one, probably. This game, as I have kind of previously explained, is like a couple of different, roguelites. It's a dungeon crawler. And more or less just one of those games where you just kind of have to keep running it. It's very casual. It's nothing to write home about. It's just a halfway decent game that doesn't have a whole lot going on in it. I guess you could say that it's a twin-stick game, yeah. Twin-stick would probably be a genre that I would identify it with. To be honest, like, it's nothing that I would say is so bad that it deserves hate, but I also don't know what this game is like in terms of, like, development. Like, I don't know how far it's come. I do know it's being marketed at $21.99 Canadian. I will confirm that I would not pay $21.99 Canadian for this game. That's not to say it isn't worth that literally, but it's not worth it to me, and that's admittedly a biased statement. There could be other people that would probably find this a way more fun game. If you're buying this for a kid, probably also like possibly a good idea, but I don't know. It's not that it's not fun, it's just that it's a game that I can't see myself choosing over The Binding of Isaac or Nuclear Throne or anything like that. Like, I can't see myself picking this over other roguelikes. I can't see myself picking this over other twin sticks. It's just, it's okay. It's a game that's in early access. And maybe when it comes out, maybe in the development cycle, it will have better things happen with it. As it stands right now, it's just kind of okay. Hey, so, I just want to say, Pasta, I hate you. Yeah, but you can give a better game? Yeah, but, like, there's people that are just like, oh, well, I want my kid to have that game that has that art style that's cute. Because, like, yeah, you can literally give your kid a bunch of other things, but, And, yeah, Enter the Gungeon is better. And I'm not going to deny that, but I'm just saying, if you want to give your kid variety, maybe they're into this. I don't know, but Enter the Gungeon would be something that I would actually recommend over this. It's, again, it's still fully playable. It's just that there are better games, but I'm not going to fault people for making not as amazing games as they should. Because, really, that's all subjective. Jesus Christ, I hate you, Pasta. I actually am, like, in serious pain. If they're a kid, they might want the easy. Yeah, this game isn't super easy, but if you just play the easy level, I can totally see it being not that hard. Heal did help me a little bit there, but not that much. Mostly just because I can't see in front of my face, so I just, like, can't see shit, Captain. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna die. I'm sacrificing myself there. So, accidental sacrifice there. I had a knock at the door being like, hey, did you know that Trump just launched an attack on Syria? And it's like, yeah. Yeah, I did. Anyway, what are the choices to interfere? That's one way to get out of the darkness. The darkness chaos? The darkness of chaos. No. In the far future, in the grim darkness, there is only next up heroes. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep playing this game right now, but I also don't exactly have a whole lot else to go off of right now. You know what I could see, though? I could see... I don't know. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna do another 20 or so minutes of it. And then we're gonna see maybe if we can rotate out then. We'll do something else. We'll rotate out. But we'll do another like 20 minutes. Just say that we, you know, actually managed to do it. We actually played a little bit. That was a normal venture. So we're just going to go back to the easy ventures for now. It says that this is page 1 of 119. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on in the really, like, different ones. But we're just gonna... You know what? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to another fire one, because we didn't actually appropriately do a fire one. I misclicked. Nobody say anything. What? I'm watching him. Interesting. I can help him. Or I can heal him. Fascinating. I'm in. Do you think I'm gonna heal you? Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. What's happening? Okay. That was a thing that happened. Sure. Yeah, this is co-op. That's like the saving grace that I had in mind for it was it's at least a co-op game. That said, like what is happening right now? Do you guys like understand what just happened? Because I don't know either. I'm really confused about, like, all of what happened. Think the red coins hurt you. Your health went down. Good to know. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's what it is, because I think he just lost HP. That's a mechanic, alright. Basically, like, congrats, you're not gonna get anything for this level. think when you're dead, you can assist heroes who aren't. Yeah, probably, but also... Oh, well, he's toastered. Wait, what? Is it mine now? It's my level now, sucker. Alright, well, sure. We're gonna roll with this. Hey there, Nick. You home? No. We're just not gonna deal with that. I said no, we're not gonna deal with that. Alright, so we can collect money now. Maybe... excuse me, who summoned those? Who summoned those spikes? Because that was a dick move right there. That's what that was. What was that fucking slowdown? Oh, it was the guy spawning in. This game actually has like a really bad delay whenever somebody spawns in. Excuse me. No. Where is my HP going? Cool Wi-Fi blocks the stream, but not chat. Okay, so Nick isn't actually here. Don't try and summon spikes. Don't do it. I'm gonna be paranoid now. I don't want to die immediately. I keep getting slowdown though, which is really aggravating. We're gonna back up a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna back up a little bit. Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of that. Really not a fan of that. Get out of my face as well, potentially. What just happened with that guy at the end there? That was really strange. Okay, well now we're a little bit faster. I've run out of anything interesting about this, just because of the fact that it's like, I think we've seen everything there is to see about it. I think we've said everything there is to say about it that isn't restricted to higher level gameplay. And I think that higher level gameplay is just going to be more of the same. It's going to be trying to level up your character. It's going to be trying to get better gear. And it's going to be trying to make your character live until the end of the areas, so that way you can get those big rewards. Yeah, you know what? Let's summon the Tyranids. That sounds like a good decision. Like, what can go wrong when you summon the Nids, right? Like, nothing's happened to the Dark Eldar, and they've been grafting them to their body. Alter Echo. Can we get that guy right down there? Can we get that guy whose name is right down there? And, go to their channel and harass them? I don't actually do that. Don't actually do that. I don't endorse it. Where is that sound coming from? Is he outside the map? Oh, I got one shot. Oh, did I get affected by the stun, or did I just not dodge in time? I don't know. I don't know if I got hit by that stun or if I just didn't dodge in time, but apparently that was good enough. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to look up this guy's username. We're going to look up this guy's username. And we're going to mute him real fast. They are hosting somebody. They're not live right now. What was that other one? What was the other guy's name that I missed? It would be fun to look him up too. Also, what the fuck are they hosting? I've never heard of this person because they have 185 people, so that's fair. They are slightly smaller than I am, but probably more popular. What a weird game. What a weird and interesting game. It's not bad. Next Up Hero is not bad. I wish that I had gotten a second code that I could have given to HH or Nick or somebody and just kind of rocked through this a little bit with one of them. I really kind of wish that there was more to it that wasn't just kind of more of the same. The art style is okay. The isometry is fine. Generally, like, it's not a bad game. It's too high of a price point, but it's not a bad game. It just makes me think of a bunch of better games. And that's kind of a rude thing to say, especially because I was provided this key for review purposes. But that's kind of where my review's coming out after an hour and a half of this game approximately, hour 15, is Next Up Hero has potential. It's an early access game. It can be made really good. It suffers from art limitations. It suffers from art style choices, I would argue. It suffers from UI problems, but all of these things are early access slapped right across the front. They're super obvious about it. It suffers from a high price point, but that might just be because I'm spoiled from Steam sales. But mostly, I think what it suffers from is not enough difficulty, but also too much difficulty. In the same way that Rogue Legacy put people off, I think this is going to put people off, but it's going to attract that group of people that really like to just grind out video games. And for those people, it's going to be fantastic, because it's a game that you can run a couple of times and be able to just upgrade your character from there. But it just doesn't strike me as a game that has a lot of staying power, at least in its current state. So, since I was given the code for this, maybe in like 2 or 3 months, I'll come back and I'll take another look at it. But for now, I'm ranking it as a 1 out of 3 stars. In that it's not unplayable and that it is pretty fun at times. But the most fun that I had with it was with you guys inputting chat commands. Just enough difficulty for tedium, but not enough for actual fun challenges. Exactly where I'm going to put that at. Yeah, you're very right about that. That's a good descriptor for it. But yeah, it's a game that could be good, but it has a really high chance of not being too. And I don't want to say that it might suffer from the early access curse, but it might suffer from the early access curse of being a game where somebody put a price point on it because they want to fund the game. And yeah, like, that might be somewhat rude, but it's just how it feels. If it goes on sale and you and your friends are looking for a game to just kind of faff about in and not take seriously, yeah, sure, go for it. I don't think it's going to go on Steam sale while it's still in early access, though. And I think that's the killer for it. But again, this is me playing it single player. I think that if I was playing with this with like Nick or HH or somebody else, it would have a little bit more draw, admittedly. Because at least then there's 2 people. And it definitely does feel like a game that could benefit from its community having those sort of abilities to like push and pull people in the right direction. But it seems weird that it's tied in as like a streamer mode sort of thing. And it almost acts like it's assuming everybody's going to have that sort of functionality. But the thing is, I want to be able to go in as a spectator and not just choose to help or heal a guy. I want to be able to input a chat command and screw that guy over who I'm spectating. That seems fantastic. You can't just limit the chat commands to just streamers. I don't know. It's got potential. And I guess that's kind of all I have left to say about it. But at least it's not bad. That's where I'm gonna end it off on. It's not the most happy note. It's not the most amazing way to kind of go out on that. But at least it's not bad. At least it's a playable early access game that didn't crash on me. And didn't break and didn't light on fire. It was a game that just has problems. And that's more than can be said for a lot of early access games. It's at least leagues ahead several other early access games. So that's kind of neat.